And you look at people that are really in shape, and what it tells me is like, this guy has the discipline to actually make this happen. And a lot of people look at somebody with muscle like, oh, that guy's too big. I don't like that. As if like, you know, like they're doing it for your aesthetics.
Right.
You know, but when I look at somebody that has a physique, I think this guy has been consistent for years. Mm-hmm. And like, I've tried to be consistent for months at a time sometimes, and it can be hard, and I go on and off, on and off. And that's why I don't have the results like that I would want, or the results that I'm looking at somebody that they have. And so when you look at somebody, you know, that is able to succeed both in their health and in business, you know, it just tells about the kind of person that they are. That's why it's so important.
It's true.
And it's so important to have that as a leadership quality.
It is. Yeah, because if you're trying to tell people to do stuff and you don't look like you have your stuff together, then it's not going to work. People aren't going to listen to you. Like having a manager come in who's like fat and blown out of his, you know, uniform, you're like, what?
Yeah.
Like, no, definitely not listening to that guy. I also think too with the, I was just thinking about what you were saying that, when people talk about being in shape and they're like, there is a lot of people with that discipline, but then they also don't have the right tools to like succeed in life. So it's one thing to be like super motivated and super disciplined going to the gym, but like, what are you doing with that discipline? You got to use it in other parts of your life. So that's something that I learned as well. So there's a lot of people that are just obsessed with the gym. It's like, what else do you do, bro? Mm-hmm. Like nothing. I work at a warehouse, stocking shelves. Like, damn, like you could turn that, and that's what I want to teach people too. Like part of that of my course is like if you have the discipline already because you're that jacked guy, but like you're not doing anything with your life, like bro, like I could help you mindset. You need to get the car out of the driveway. You need to start going. Yeah. Like you only live once, literally, and if you don't try something in your life, you're gonna grow old and have your kids run around or grandchildren if you get any, and you're gonna look at your life and be like, wow, like what legacy did I leave for them to talk about? Like. I didn't do anything. I just worked in, a warehouse my whole life and just scraped by. And now I'm just in a home by myself with nothing to show for it. So for me, that was like one of the biggest things that got me motivated and going was like, you literally only live once. Take risks. Get out there. Do it. Like people are so scared of the unknown, which I mean, I was too. I don't blame people for being scared of the unknown because it is scary. But once you start going into the unknown more often, it becomes normal. So basically get comfortable being uncomfortable, and then it becomes comfortable. And honestly, like over the last like 6 months, I've literally just been out of my comfort zone a ton because I knew my military career was coming to an end. So I was like, hey, I don't have like daddy, Uncle Sam to pay my bills every day now. So I was like, all right, time to start, you know, getting on social media, grinding, you know, learning new courses. I signed up with Mike. Mike's been absolutely awesome, and I've just been full into it. And yeah, I mean, I've had to shut down some of my other hobbies and stuff, but like that's just part of the journey. Yeah. And it's like it's not like it's gonna ever go away. Like I can go back to do those things, but you definitely need to just get going, get started, do something, learn something. You can't. Self-development is the key to everything. Because if you don't self-develop, then you're just going to stay stagnant, and like that mentality of like the middle class mentality of like, oh, the lottery, like, oh, something's just going to fall into my lap. No, you literally have to go out there and make stuff happen. Mm-hmm. Make your own luck. Luck is not like a thing. It is just people. They're like, oh, well, you're just lucky. Like, no, you didn't see behind the curtain. Like this guy's been grinding for 5 years, probably slept in an office because he couldn't afford anything, and then he made it. I mean, it's crazy. But so that resonates a lot with me. And that is, I mean, trying to tell the world that. And it's hard because sometimes it comes off a little harsh, but that's reality.
Hey, you know, life is harsh. Yeah. Speaking of harsh, when I see somebody that's overweight, I judge them. I'm telling you right now, like if you're overweight, like if you're out of fit, like people will judge you. And especially because I do like jujitsu and stuff, and I'm in the gym and stuff, and I'm like it's not that hard. Like it's not that hard to. I mean, especially if you are overweight, you have like the low hanging fruit, where you could just diet for like 3 months, man, and get in the gym like for a little bit. Mm-hmm. I'm on the 6-week transformation challenge right now with Miguel.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and that's been awesome.
Yeah,
and it's crazy. I'm on day 11 right now, and just the changes that I've made in the past 11 days. It's incredible what you can accomplish when you have focused effort and a dedicated purpose. Like when you know where you want to go and you know how to get there. And that's when having external forces and working with other people can really be beneficial, because sometimes we have like the raw materials, but we don't really have like the recipe, right? Yeah. And that's where someone like you and the Alpha Academy can come into place, because you can kind of, you have a team that all has all the skills that you need to accomplish the mission, but they need like the recipe, the plan, and to actually put it into action.
Yeah, for sure.